with a bulging disc, and at 7'2", 290. Number 25, Zakalitis, is inserted in the starting lineup. A veteran crew working tonight's game: Jimmy Clark, Bernie Fryer, and Leon Wood. And Jermaine O'Neal.
Shot. That's a great way to start.
Marbury off the screen. This is Stoudemire, rejected by O'Neal. Amar'e Stoudemire, who's been inserted in the starting lineup the last 6 games, and in those 6 games he's averaging 14 points and 12 rebounds. Speaking of New York City and position in the early going, O'Neal trying to make Stoudemire work inside, goes to the bank, cashes in for 2. The last possession, it was Artest drilling it inside, and now it is O'Neal taking it in. The Suns now a little stronger inside.
Sag in there on him and opens Reggie up. But here comes Marbury right back at you.
O'Neal will go to work on Stoudemire. Turns, fires, and hits. So Jermaine O'Neal's coming out, and he is taking it right to Amar'e Stoudemire. Now this is O'Neal going to work early.
You know, the one thing I love about Jermaine, he works so hard down there on the block. He scores in traffic. But right here, watch how high his release is. He's almost 7 foot tall.
Suns have taken the lead. Just inside 4 minutes left in the first. O'Neal double, triple team. So Tinsley is open. Run down by Artest. O'Neal goes in and is fouled. The basket will count. A 3-point opportunity for Jermaine O'Neal.
On the foul.
It has been a perfect start for Jermaine O'Neal. 4 for 4 from the floor, 2 for 2 from the foul line, and he is already in double figures. 10 points for O'Neal. The steal by Artest. He's going, gone. Ron Artest.
Gave him probably the person you wanted shooting the ball, but you got to box out in that zone. You cannot just turn and go to the board. You got to box out.
No way Marbury able to defend against Jonathan Bender, who has in his mind to go straight up and shoot it. Pacers 38 and Phoenix 31. This has been a very unusual series between these two teams going back 13 years. Every one of those 13 years, the season series has finished business that he takes care of. And once again, he drives, he dishes, and Crozier misses. All alone, Bo Outlaw.
When Ron gets that deep, you know,
A couple of field goals so far tonight. Harrington going up against the defensive-minded Outlaw. There is the vintage Harrington fadeaway.
Well, he's worked hard on that move, because that move is a solid move for him. Spin to the baseline, the fadeaway.
Penny Hardaway finding the range tonight. Shooting 41% for the season. Jonathan Bender taking it in, up, and over. So a 6-game trip Wednesday in Milwaukee before returning home against the Nuggets Friday night. And that is a no for Penny Hardaway, who's making a lot of baskets.
Shooting so
They're
right.
not putting a lot of offensive rebound opportunities out there. Mercer, and that is just a pretty shot by Mercer. To the floor by the Phoenix Suns, who are trailing the visiting Pacers by 9, make it 7. As Amar'e Stoudemire puts that one away for his first field goal tonight. And another steal by Phoenix. Hardaway, watched closely by Mercer. Marion is open. He likes that spot, and he hits for 3. Now, all Pacer home games through December 23rd. There's another steal. The alley-oop, and Stoudemire with a big finish. Hardaway gets the screen. Now Marbury. Frankie Johnson is trying to make it more of a motion offense, but Marbury would rather in 3 minutes. But it ties it up as Artest moves into double figures with 10. Again, Phoenix working in low. Amar'e Stoudemire did by 2. Pacers have scored just 12 points in this quarter. And Stoudemire again rising to the occasion. He did not. Personal foul.
And I think this is a really good call. I mean, this is a great play for. I don't know what they ate for pregame, but something's different than their game so far this season.
Harrington, that usually an automatic, the alley-oop. And we are seeing this high school phenom, the 9th pick in the draft.
Now I'm gonna take
pros. You got to also think of Yao Ming as this season moves on, but Stoudemire putting his hat in the ring and officially begun. One of the advantages of Marbury over Kidd, very few of them, especially after last year, just the fact that he is 4 years younger than Jason Kidd.
O'Neal again, he was 5 for 6 in the first half. He has to get more touches in order to continue to be that dominant player for the Pacers.
6 seconds to shoot. Here is O'Neal right on cue. Swish.
I mean, he's money in the bank.
Second, made all 3 of his shots. Artest waits for traffic to clear, but Sakalitis was still hovering over him. 2 minutes into the second half, splitting the defense, and a beauty by Marbury.
That's just a
Now they're a young team. They're going to go through this year what the Pacers had the last couple of seasons. O'Neal says, oh no, and it sends Indiana streaking. Tinsley to Miller. He's wide open. Swish. Reggie Miller, nobody. But with O'Neal on the bench, Stoudemire took over and had 4 field goals, all essentially dunks. Working on Stoudemire again, and that will take the youngster out of this ball game unless they call it on Penny Hardaway helping out. Crowd applauding the defensive effort by the Suns. Now it is the bulk of O'Neal against the quickness of Bo Outlaw. Pressure. Brad Miller turns. There is that guy again, Bo Outlaw. Fadeaway shot. Harrington with a man on him, taking care of that man with one arm. Strickland double team. Harrington rips his way in and is fouled.
A really good job of penetrating, getting in the paint a lot tonight, and then being able to draw the double team and kicking. And they feel it right now. They're shooting the ball very well.
So does Al Harrington, looking to take over. You know how he can take off. He had 16 points in the first half against Seattle. He had a 19-point half against Dallas. Oh, Zakalitis, and he is rejected with authority. Indiana on the run. Tinsley with the step on Outlaw and beats him beautifully. Outlaw with those long outstretched.
Well, if you're a young point guard out there, that was a great move that Jamal just made. That hesitation dribble to get past the defense. It's a great move for a point guard.
And here is Tinsley on the move again. Indiana looking to pick up the pace. Bender stops and pops. Swish. And the Indiana Pacers have bounced back. Trying to get the ball to O'Neal. 5 seconds. There's Bender. Works his way in. Now Marbury weaving through traffic. Stoudemire. And the call against Jermaine O'Neal.
Right there that Brad Miller just got for the Pacers.
O'Neal back again, and he just plows both the 2 in this particular moment down to the last 4 minutes. And Reggie Miller watching from the bench. Marbury cuts to the foul line. Swish. 19 points now for Marbury. Jonathan is going very well. An opportunity for Bender to play in this kind of a situation. O'Neal sweeps to the hoop. And once again tonight, rising to the occasion against a 15-3 Indiana Pacer ball club.
Post.
Reggie Miller is back in now at the 2 spot. This is going to be on Outlaw. Jermaine O'Neal is going to get teed now because he bangs the ball on the floor and trying to come back here in a 4-point game. There is the foul on O'Neal, and then he reacted by pounding the ball down. And Isaiah Thomas now is coming out on the floor defending his player, being escorted off by Jimmy Clark. Came back to win those 2 games. Reggie Miller, still plenty of time remaining. O'Neal goes to work on Outlaw. He turns, he fires, he hits, he's fouled.
Outlaw cannot guard him one-on-one. He's not big enough to contest the shot.
And O'Neal, nothing but net. 25 for O'Neal. Pacers back to within 2 as we hit 130 and counting. Marbury, the man who put the sting on the Pacers last year, and there again on the offensive boards. They go inside to O'Neal against a double team. He banks, no, and ripped away by Hardaway. Indiana with about 3.5 minutes to go. And down the stretch they came. The Phoenix Suns make it 4 in a row over Indiana here in Phoenix.